and welcome to filing your 1099s in QuickBooks Online. Before I show you in the software, let's just talk a little bit about why you file each form. So your 1099 NEC, which is short for non-employee compensation, is going to be used for your independent contractors and will be the most common form that you utilize. Remembering that you only need to file for those contractors you paid more than $600. You're going to use the 1099 miscellaneous form for things like landlords, like your rent, legal fees for your attorneys, and a few other things that are a lot less common. But again, it's for anything you paid over $600. Let's jump in and look at what the software looks like. So the first thing I wanted to recommend to you is to go through your vendors and inactivate those vendors you are no longer using. You'll see this later. That'll help you just minimize what you have to look at. So you just go down and click each of these little boxes, and then you'll go to the batch actions, and there'll be a little drop down that says inactivate. So you just click on that and it will bulk get rid of those vendors for you. So to start, to prepare our 1099s, you're just going to click this button and it's going to take you over to this screen. So you do want to make sure that everything on this screen is correct. Your legal name, your EIN, your address, and so forth. That is very important. And then you're going to click the green button at the bottom. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to select our accounts and we're going to choose what 1099 box those accounts go to. So you can see here I have rent going to rents, box 1, 1099 miscellaneous. Now the nice thing is I don't have to know what box number and I don't actually have to know the form. I just have to find rent in the drop down list. But we'll select accounts and you'll go through this and you'll find anything that you might think you coded something like, let's say your coach. That might be in business development here. So you're going to select that box and then you're going to click add, and then that would show up here again in this list, and then you would just choose the 1099 drop down, likely to choose non-employee compensation, and you would move on. So you just want to go one by one through your accounts and determine if you would be coding something to that account that would need a 1099. So if you're purchasing things like products and stuff from Amazon and you're putting that into office supplies is not where you would put a contractor, so you don't need to necessarily select that account. Okay, then you're going to click next and you're going to get to the reviewing your recipients. So first, we want to look through this list and make sure things look accurate, but these are the reportable payments that you've selected the vendor to be a 1099 vendor and you've selected the accounts and you've mapped it. So these are the ones right now that are going to be reported for you. But next you want to click the drop down and you want to go to non-reportable payments. What I see here is that I have my lawyers and they have a reportable amount over $1,100. So I'm going to probably want to look into that, and maybe I didn't select the account correctly. So I'm going to go in and select the account and then map it so that's correct. Then I'm going to go to not track 1099s. So that's just on that little toggle over. And here I see a reportable total. So that's in an account that, like business development, that I could need to be reporting it, but I haven't selected this company to be on a 1099. So those are things for you then to go and look at to make sure that you have things correct. Next, you're going to want to go to preview your forms. So this is the list of the forms for the 1099 NEC forms that are going to be sent out. So Just want to review this. This is kind of your final review, making sure things look accurate. And then you're going to continue to 1099 miscellaneouses. And that's going to bring up the next one. So again, this is rent, so that's going to go on that miscellaneous form, and we're just going to want to make sure it looks accurate. Now, I'm probably going to want to see my lawyers on here too that I need to go back and take a look at. You're going to click next, and it's going to take you to your state filing requirements. Now, the nice thing is that QuickBooks is taking care of this for you, so it's really just a review point for you. Click next, and you're going to go to the final filing of your forms. Now, we are in December currently, so we are not able to file. So we are not going to be able to file until January 1st. With that being said, make sure that before you click the file button, you have reconciled all of your cash for the entire year to be sure that you have all of your information in and all your payments in. That way you know your 1099s are as accurate as possible. If you have any other questions or need any other information, please reach out to us and we'd be glad to help.